hello trainers, Kaneto here, and today we are diving into Great League with Shadow Charizard being an amazing closer and the only one that we need for Go Battle League. Great League is really afraid of Charizard on the closing part, so we're gonna use it with a line that can fully protect it against most water types and especially that Swampert, with Walrein upon the lead and Trevenant as our main safe switch. Most of the times we're gonna have pretty horrible safe switches, and all of the times we're gonna have pretty bad leads with this team, so you can see how this team can survive those very bad matchups individually and you can destroy down your enemies with your Shadow Charizard. One single factor that I have found out that Charizard can destroy down the enemies with is gonna be this one, with the Blast Burn, able to go with the nuke potential against the enemies when they are expecting you to bait or whatever, while they have a steel type, something like a Stunfisk, a red steel, Skarmory, whatever, you can still destroy them down with a simple move. Now they return into the battle with the Medicham, which was the very bad lead scenario that we had with our ice type Pokemon, but right now we have the upper ground here because we can reach to the Icicle Spear and finish them off right on time before they do anything tricky. Lanturn in the next one, horrible lead scenario once again, but unfortunately with this team we cannot switch out. What I have figured out though is that Walrein can still pull off a solid matchup if you can bait at this point. Most trainers are gonna seal the first one, but this one decides to take it, and guess what, right now we are on a very bad situation, so we have to keep going with the baits and hopefully they're gonna block, so at least we have now the even seal scenario. I believe that going in with the Trevenant is our main choice here, but since they get out of here, I believe now that my Charizard might be in deep trouble for the end game, so I'm just gonna finish off the Toxicroak as soon as possible. Seeing the fighting type makes me think that they might have another one, but still it is gonna be the Noctowl. Things aren't looking that great for me because now we are shieldless against a Pokemon like Noctowl while they still have Lanturn, so let's see if that can work towards my advantage. Their switch timer is coming up very soon, so we have to throw before they switch out. Down goes the Noctowl, and we have definitely destroyed down our opponents with the Lanturn up on the lead while we are ABA weak to that Pokemon. So yeah, another Blast Burn to finish off the Lanturn, and of course our triggered Pokemon is not gonna be needed at all. Galarian Stunfisk up on the lead, another bad lead for our team. One Rock Slide can simply destroy down our Charizard, while the Rock Slides are also super effective against my Walrein. So how I want to play this is to tank one move to my Walrein, then switch out to my Trevenant and do my best on whatever they bring in, and guess what, they have a Noctowl. Things aren't looking that great. However, if we can pull that Noctowl to a point that one Icicle Spear can finish it off, we can definitely win that CMP race, and of course the Walrein might take a shield out of this Pokemon. With a shield advantage, Shadow Charizard might just go to town, so I'm just gonna take this move here, nothing to worry about. And of course you can keep in mind that Walrein with a full HP scale of course can survive two of those high attacks, which is pretty neat when they have complete full energy on their Noctowl. Anyways, we got to respect the damage from this Rock Slide, and because they are not switching out, I have to go here for the bait. They are gonna block, unlike the previous one who let that go through, and now we're having the Blast Burn to obliterate this poor Stunfisk out of the way. Now they return with that Trevenant, and before that CMP, actually on the CMP, we're gonna throw our Blast Burn, and that's gonna be the end for that Trevenant. However, they still have the Sky Attack, down goes the Charizard, and Walrein can survive the imminent Wing Attack, and my Powder Snow is gonna be super effective, so that is gonna seal the deal. Another Stunfisk up on the lead, so many bad leads, and I believe every single battle of this video is gonna be with bad leads. We're gonna have the Rock Slide as always, and now we're gonna throw that Earthquake. Can we take a shield out of them? Yes we can. That is impressive pretty early on this battle, and now we're gonna be able to go in with our Trevenant. They are gonna get the double Rock Slide here, which means that after this one they are gonna be energy dry, but they still stay in and try to farm some more crucial energy. Perhaps they're weak to my Trevenant, doesn't doesn't matter though, we still can reach to the Shadow Ball and the Seed Bomb from our Pokemon for cheap damage against the Trev, but of course they know better, no reason at all to block here. So it's all up to the Shadow Charizard now, because at the back they have another counter to my Walrein, the counter user, the Deoxys. So I'm just gonna try to catch a move on the Walrus. We can do that successfully, and down goes the Walrus, but it has totally done its job. At this point they are shieldless, we have 2 shields to spare, one has to be used here for sure, and right before they reach to the next move, whatever it is, even with the debuffs we are afraid of it, we're just gonna reach to the Blast Burn to obliterate once again both that Trevenant and the Deoxys. That was super easy for our Pokemon. Let's get that Swiss victory. Deoxys from a closer to a leader for the next one, and of course we have to get out of there because we do not have any clear answers to that Pokemon, and we're getting once again hard countered against a nice type Pokemon. They're gonna have the Dugong, so Icy Wind cannot be appreciated by my Pokemon, but still we have kinda the upper hand here with my Walrein going in, because whatever they throw will be double resisted, while we can go ahead and throw our Earthquake for some real nice cheap damage. They decide to double block because they want to preserve that Dugong for the end game. That is some really high level play. They are understanding that I was trying to bait out something that my Charizard, my Flyer at the back, was afraid of, and with that in mind they're gonna keep it alive for the end game, which is a pretty solid choice. So we're just gonna charge up as much as we can to the double Blast Burn. Here is the second one for the Dugong. Let's see if we can just obliterate this Pokemon for the third time on this video. However, at the back there is gonna be that Bastiodon, and hopefully we can reach to the Dragon Claw. And I say hopefully because that is gonna put the Bastiodon at the point that this Earthquake might just do the trick in combination with the Powder Snow. Super close battle, and that's gonna secure our victory before they even reach to a move with that Bastiodon or farm us down completely. Crazy battle that was. On the switch in the next one we're met up with another Noctowl. Are you kidding me? So many hard counters. Can we overcome this obstacle once again, because they're still having the Medicham, which is aligned perfectly with our Walrein, and we do not like that at all. So Walrein now has to go in, and what did I tell you before? Well, we just need to go in with the Walrus, tank those double moves, Shadow Ball, Sky Attacks, whatever. They are kinda energied right now, so that we can preserve the shields for the end game and our Charizard. They're not gonna throw another move, just trying to, I don't know what they were thinking, but anyways, we're just gonna take that move with our shields, of course. It is gonna be the Psychic Big Shield here, and at this point we're having the Fire Blast slash Blast Burn. That absolutely does the same damage, okay? So we can reach now to that Dragon Claw, which is gonna be resisted, but still it is gonna be kinda a threat to the Steel type Pokemon, so they have to block because a Blast Burn is always imminent, and because we're getting super close to another Blast Burn, I decided to go for it. They can block, they're gonna reach to the Earthquake, but however, before we do that, they are gonna throw first. This is still good news for me because now they are energy dry, and we can outspeed to the next move, which is obviously the Blast Burn to obliterate for the 4th time, 5th time. Anyways, this is gonna be a big win for my team. Another bad lead, this time against the Ninetales with Charm. This is not the worst lead. All of the previous leads were pretty bad, but this one is absolutely playable. However, after they block once, they can simply farm me down and get out of here with a double Weather Ball, which might be scary for my backline. Even though I have a fire type on my team, we still need to respect the damage from those Weather Balls. So they're on the red, they still have one more shield, and I do not want to lose my Trevenant yet. So taking advantage of that, I will try to switch out to my Charizard. They have a fighter at the back, which is gonna emerge because they know we have the Trevenant, so they're gonna try to take my last shield out of play with their move, but still we can break them at the point that the Blast Burn will be more than enough to finish them off. And of course at the back there is gonna be the Sableye. Are they gonna expect a Blast Burn here? Yes, they are. So they are gonna pop out the shield, and right after the bait, the Blast Burn will destroy down the Sableye, and we are gonna farm down the Charmer with our wing attacks. Pretty wonderful win for us, and that's gonna sum things up for today's video. Thank you for watching, trainers. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and if you want to support even more, well, joining as a member can always help with that matter. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers!